Hey, horror fans, once again, it's the Horror Miser Monty G, and yes, you're wondering where I'm at because I'm not at home. I'm actually about to go see Glass. So I'm here in the theaters right now, and I actually have a guest with me. Yes, it's Jennifer. Say hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
Yeah, Jennifer and I, this is something I always wanted to do. We're both members of Killer Flicks. As you can see our Killer Flicks t-shirts here. I know you're going to love this one, Lee, because I always wanted to do a Killer Flicks Goes to the Movies, and that's what this video is going to be about. We're about to go see Glass. Yes, the M Night Shyamalan follow-up to Split and Unbreakable. You ready, Jen?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to go to the movie theaters right now, and then we come back, we'll give you what we thought about this movie. So, thanks, Lee. I'll see you later.
Bye.
All right, everybody, we are now back. We just saw Glass. And my first initial reaction is it's a pretty good film. It has a lot of layers to it. First of all, everyone's back. You know, you have Samuel L. Jackson,
James
McAvoy, and you know, of course, Bruce Willis. So everyone's back. We have all the cast members from all the shows. We have Anna Taylor-Lloyd from Split. I can't wait. Charlene Taylor from Unbreakable. His son. You know, all the actors are back. So that's one good thing. One of the things I do have a bit of a problem with is that if you have not seen Unbreakable or Split, you might not catch some of the stuff that you talk about in this film, especially when Kevin's character, Kevin David Crumb, talks about being into the light. If you've not seen Split, you have no idea what the hell he's talking about. Don't you agree?
I totally agree.
Yeah, that's one good thing.
Yeah, you definitely have to watch Unbreakable and Split in order to really get a lot of the gist of what's going on, because you would be completely confused and lost.
Yeah, you would, you would be definitely be confused. Like, what the fuck they talking about? I have no idea what they're talking about. Obviously, the story starts off pretty basic. We have David Dunn and his son. They're still doing their little thing. Catching the bad guys. They also are tracking the Horde. I believe this film takes 3 months after the events of Split. He's taken a whole nother bunch of cheerleaders. You saw them in the trailers from Central High School. Yeah, Philly. It was filmed in Philly, so I recognize a lot of spots.
I don't, because I'm not from Philly.
So basically, he eventually encounters Kevin. They have a little slight battle, but they're all captured by the police, and they are interrupted and stopped by, I can't remember Sarah Paulson's character's name.
I can't remember either.
Oh well, whoever the doctor she is. So they eventually are thrown into a psychiatric center where she tries to debunk the fact that they are superheroes. So it's an interesting premise, and I get her reasoning as to why she believes that these guys are crazy, but we all know that they're not crazy. Well, maybe Kevin is.
I think he's probably the most sane out of all of them.
Yeah, so that's basically what the premise. That's what we get as far as that particular part of the film. I think once again, James McAvoy did a great job because the way they trigger his personalities with light, I thought that was a great idea. So every time he flashes a light, we see different personalities. Again, not spoiling anything because we saw it in the trailers. I actually liked Samuel L. Jackson. I thought he was the best because he really did a good job in this picture. He doesn't have a lot of screen time in the film, which I thought was a bit disappointed. But when he's on screen, he really takes over. I love his character. His character is great.
And just like within Unbreakable, he was a mastermind in it. He still is holding that character. Hey,
come on, it's Samuel L. Jackson. What do you expect from the guy?
I know. Absolutely. He had a brilliant. He was great. He really was. His character, the way that he did it, I think was actually just pure brilliance as usual. Just same thing that you would ever expect from Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, there's a lot of layers to it. I can't really think it's not great. I'll say that for a fact.
Definitely not the best movie I've seen.
Yeah, it's best not the best M Night Shyamalan's movies. Now, of course, everyone's probably expecting the M Night Shyamalan twist. There's really not a twist. It's kind of a misdirection.
Yes.
A misdirection, but not really what you'd like, say, in The Visit or in what was that? I can't remember his other movies. Like The Visit or The Village. Yeah, The Village. Or The Village or The Sixth Sense. You don't get that twist that we saw in those movies right there, but you get a little misdirection. I do like some of the colors that M. Night Shyamalan uses in his pictures. It's like in the meeting room, you see a bunch of pinkness in there, and also how each character is represented by different colors. I think David Dunn is like shaded in some type of light greenish light. Mr. Glass is purple. And I think the Beast is mustard orange.
Yes, he's got more of like a mustardy orange tone.
Yeah, so I like that aspect of how he uses the different characters. Keep in mind, this is not a superhero movie, so don't people get confused about that. This is not a superhero movie. This is not an analogy or something like that. This is just a strict thriller horror elements in it. And this is typical M. Night Shyamalan. It's not his best work. It's definitely not better than The Visit, but I'll put it this way, I'm pretty sure it's better than the Last Airbender. That shit fest. Yeah, this is not The Sixth Sense, this is not The Village, but it's okay, you know. If I were to give it any of my 5 gold coins, I'll give it 2.5. 2.5 out of my 5 gold coins.
Yeah, I'd say probably about 2 or 2.5. Yeah, not really... wasn't really excellent.
It's not earth mind-bending.
But some parts of it was fun. Some parts was really fun, as long as you knew what was going on in the storyline. If you didn't know what was going on in the storyline, you're like, okay, this is boring.
Yeah, so again, that's one of the other problems is, again, if you have not seen Split or Unbreakable, you would not probably enjoy this film. You'd probably like, what the world's going on? So, you know, that's probably one of the I guess you could say bad things about it, but then again, like I said, it's an okay movie. If you like M. Night Shyamalan's work, you probably will enjoy it. Like I said, it's not his worst, but it's not The Sixth Sense. It's not the what's Signs? I actually like this better than Signs, because Signs was terrible. I want to even go there.
That's a whole other story.
Yeah, that's another whole story. But yeah, so that's basically what we thought about the picture. If you have seen Glass, leave your comments down in the comment section below and tell me what you thought about Glass. Also, if you did enjoy me and Jen doing Killer Flicks Goes to the Movies, leave your comments down in the comment section below. Yes, I'm talking to you, Lee. If you enjoyed this, maybe we'll do this more often. Because, you know, like I said before, it was something I always wanted to do, but since we all live throughout not only part of the country of the United States, but we live throughout the world, but since I live in Philly and Jen does live that far in Jersey, we thought this would be a good idea.
That was perfect.
So if we do this, I will team up once again and do another Killer Flicks Go to the Movies.
It was definitely a lot of fun.
Now, if this is your first time here, you know what you got to do. Hit that subscriber button, ring that notification bell. That way you can come and enjoy the horror experience with me, the Horror Miser Monty G. And
man.
And as always, all my social media links will be down in the description box below as well. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, here with Jennifer.
Hello.
You know what we always say. Horror rules. Yes. Vince, take us out. We're out. Ha 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 ha!